Hello folks, welcome to CraftRiddle, episode 26, Dwarf Fortress. I'm going to show you a little bit about what's been going on, and then I'm going to show you what or why we have stopped playing to start recording. First, I've noticed that nobody's really been using the dining room area because we have a tavern, and I went on the internet and looked around the forums, and there seems to be a few people who think you either could have a dining area or a tavern. You can't have both. So what I've done is I've actually linked the dining room to the tavern, the Snack of Toes. So technically now this is part of the tavern. Nobody seems to use it, though there's some food and drink there. And sometimes people do come in here, children and stuff like that, which is good. I guess really having children in the tavern is kind of weird, but we also have had some justice. Basically, there's been some more vandalism and disorderly conduct. The problem is mostly vandalism, basically. The problem is that the person who's at fault, the clother, single female 103, while convicted, the sheriff, our tin star, was actually kind of busy doing other things. So basically, because he's our blacksmith or our metalsmith. He's been melting down the metal cages, which I ordered to give him skill. Since he was busy, he couldn't do the arrest. So she is now still running around, even though she's been convicted of disorderly conduct, building destroying. The herbalist is 3 days left in prison. Then he'll come out. So vandalism, disorderly conduct. So he injured somebody. Well, the other person, the clother, disorderly conduct and also building destruction. Destroyed our bridge, which is annoying. I think you guys already know about that. Also, there is been another election. And once again, Gopher. They tried to pick Gopher as the mayor, and I don't think Gopher's ready for it yet. Still somewhat not happy with things. Still harassed, depressed. So I went back to the other mayor and made him mayor again. I'm not sure he's going to last very long because he has really no skill for this. So probably in the next election, I'll pick a third person out of the group to be mayor and deal with the pressures of being a mayor. The reason, though, I stopped it is we have another wave of immigrants showing up. So there they are. The first one is the donkey. No, the first one is a presser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to process the presser. Then I'm going to process the rest of the wave as they show up so I don't waste your time. But I'm just going to show you exactly how this works. Because now I have to go through their skill. First of all, let's see who this is. Presser, you have no abilities whatsoever. Let's see. Presser, grouchy, so it's a she, daughter of one of the earlier immigration waves. Married female 608 Bridge Tundras. And her father honor seals. Maybe he was a hunter. I don't know. But now, okay, so that means you are now 70 single female 701, first of the new wave. Now let's go through the labor. Now I think I talked about this before once again, certain things seem to be in conflict. You can't be a miner, a woodcutter, or a hunter at the same time. Those seem to be primary trades, primary sets, trade sets, or not trade sets, what am I looking for? Skill sets, primary skill sets. Everything else it could be, but you can't be a miner and a woodcutter and all that stuff at the same time. So since I don't really need miners, I don't need more hunters, she's going to be carpentry and woodcutting. Can't be let's see, I think you could be a mason. Yep, okay, as long as you're not a miner. Hunting, you can't hunt, but you can do everything else that deals with hunting. Yeah, okay, healthcare, diagnostic, all that stuff. farming, everything farming related. Fishing, no, you're not going to be fisher, but you're going to be anything else related to fishing. I'm not sure I should give you the ability to do metalsmithing, but whatever. Gem cutting, setting, crafts, all the crafts. Oops. Engineering, hauling. Alright, nobody does that anymore. I don't think we do chemistry yet. Okay, so presser is now all, well, it's numbered, processed, just needs to join the military. So M, let's see, Rhythm of Theater, that's the actual, that's the city guard. You know what? Let's give these guys names. Can I do names? Okay. Yes, so that's the city guard. The 10 stars in it, so. City police? I don't really have city police. I like guard. I can remember how to spell guard. Alright. And these are the professionals, so pros. And the rest of these are just wrestlers. So let's put a yeah, I'm not going to fiddle around with trying to give these guys fancy names. You're all going to get numbers, probably. W4, W5. Okay, so presser, there's actually position for her in the police. Alright. So, and she's at the bottom because the military, the one place where all the dwarves are put in the order in which they've shown up, in the order of their, is the candidates for military. So if you ever want to see a number missing or a number that's overlapping, this is the place. So she is now part of the police. And if we go back there again, I just want to see equipment, because they should have automatically assigned her now. Maybe equipment? Or they haven't. Yep, they've automatically assigned her equipment, which basically the uniform she gets to pick. Alright, so the police I've given a little more equipment to than the guard, who, yeah, the guard city. Oh no, she's did I make her a pro? Yeah, she's a pro now. She's actually going to be military full time. Oh, goody for her. Well, we don't need a presser right now until we get a presser. We need a press. We can't do anything. So, welcome to the military, the real military. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to count to 3, and after that I'll edit everything out, and then I will count to 3 again, and I will cut back in after I've edited all the 7th wave. So, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Okay, folks, it looks like we got 13 new migrants, a couple donkeys, and it looks like a rooster. So that's it. One of them was actually very talented. A bookkeeper. So they are now, the married female is now a bookkeeper, married female 703. I really can't build a whole new office for her. So what I've done is I basically put a chair and a table in one of the stairways. So that's going to be her office once they've put everything in there. Settings will be all accurate. All counts must be accurate. So that is one more job the mayor, who has no skill, won't have to do. The mayor now will just get yelled at and I think being manager. Basically, he will try to do the job list and all that stuff. So if you could put a chair there, that would be nice. Okay. Just make sure nobody else is showing up. Everybody has been given skills, and everybody has now joined in one of the wrestling units, except for the first person, who is now also one of the sheriffs or city police, or however you want to think about it. Come on, I need a table. I need a chair. Oh, there's a chair. Okay. So now that could be given. Okay, so make it a study. Yes, and assign to. I need the bookkeeper. Oh, there I go. There. See, the sheriff, the mayor, and the bookkeepers all need offices. So that should make them happy. Yep. Now I do need, I have now 102 people. Many of them children. So I need to really work on a new bedroom up here. And other rooms, other temples, continue the walkways, continue the walls, and so on and so forth. Basically everything I need to continue to do. Oh, look. What are they doing? What are they doing? What? Okay, you're in the temple doing nothing. 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 In the temple doing nothing. Wait a minute. Okay. So you're reading. You are playing with a mini forge. You're doing make-believe. You're doing make-believe. You're playing with a wooden puzzle box. You guys are in your bedrooms. You're listening to poetry? One of the children is reciting poetry. Oh, the performance is at the third stanza? I'm not going to even try to pretend I know anything about music. It must have been Hill. It must have been Hill. It's an example of a... The work has no particular subject. The writing is forceful. Overall, the poet is masterful. Poetry is masterful. Oh! Reflective poet form, iterating the glad. So this is glad pregnancy. The rules of the form is applied by poets. So the first part is intended to describe the past. Second part is intended to offer a different perspective. The third part is intended to develop the previous idea concerning... Okay. So it's a philosopher's poem or something like that. Huh. Kind of a poem that generates... so this person actually is a good negotiator, too. So 308 will grow up, a toll soldier, might grow up to be a trader, a broker, a comedian, a conversationalist. That would actually be pretty good as a mayor, too, actually. But, so everybody's in. Everybody's in. Yay. All the seventh wave. They've been all assigned their skills, and one of them is even allowed to continue to, I think one of them is still allowed to continue to fish. And they've all been assigned to wrestling places and all that stuff, so onward and upwards, I guess. Now I just need the traders to show up, the caravan, and it's midsummer. The caravan will show up in April. Boy, do I wish I was in the mainland, because if I was on the mainland, I'd get human traders and elven traders, caravans. So I would have 3 caravans per year. More, actually, if there's more than one civilization. I've been told that if you actually make contact with more than one civilization, depending on how you handle the politics, you could get more. It's more of a loophole, I think, than anything else. But and we have 28 children. That's a lot of children. 11 fisher people, 16 farmers, 1 engineer, 10 trained animals, those are dogs, 1 miner, 3 wood workers, no stone workers, but actually we kind of do. I've had a lot of the guys, because I'm trying to get them to do all sorts of crafts, I've ordered them to smooth out the stones and beautify them, basically engrave them. So all these stones here, all these little weird symbols are stones that have been smoothed out, boulders who've been smoothed out and then carved on. So this is a detailed rock salt. What's the detail on it? Graved on the floor is an image of a large gem. Not very interesting. 3 rectangular carbicon. I think that's gems, more gems. D could be a dragonfly. The image is a symbol, the labyrinth brilliance of waves of local dwarven, blah blah blah. Is that our civilization? I don't know. If I can remember right. Yeah, that's our civilization's image is of a dragonfly. Actually, I didn't remember that. That's nice. That's kind of nice, actually. So yeah, so this is what a fortress in stone would look like. It would have all these over the walls and over the floor. It'd drive you nuts. So yeah, detailed. It's image of branches, symbol of insulted standards of dwarven civilization. So yeah, so these are all. Some of these are like T. Let's see, forgotten beast. Ooh, don't want to know about that. So sometimes these could be events, images of civilizations, individual people. It could be food that people, the artists themselves like. It could be cabinets. So, you know. But it also is imagery like that, as a dwarf passes by it, like, hey, that's nice. Let's see what the farmer who's going to fish is thinking. Let's see what what he's thinking right now. What he's thinking. Annoyed by he's annoyed by the rain. Satisfied at work. Pleasure remembering and satisfying. So they're doing a little better. They're doing a little better lately. So they've done work. They've gotten some material. They've acquisition. Basically, they've gotten a personal item added to their. He owns 15 items. He doesn't have a bedroom or a cabinet, though, because he's the 6th wave, and we haven't built a bedroom since then. So the 6th and 7th wave are going to be kind of a little annoyed until we can get them a proper bedroom. But, at least there's no werewolves or vampires that I know of. Please, be there no vampires. There seems to be a few people fishing with their children. And what are you? What are you doing? And the farmer, I don't know what the farmer's doing. Grouchy, last season, interested. Oh, this is one of the new ones. She's come out to fish, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, the fish. The farmers come out to fish. Gosh darn it. Alright, well. I think it's a good place to stop. I'll have to edit. The weather is clearing, which means it's no longer raining on my dwarves. So until next time, folks, have a good day, and good night, and stay warm.